Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back. Scotty, Scotty,
I'll take it.
You're listening to Scotty Presents. I'm your host, Scott Israel. Today, I've got Deric Brown with us. What's up, Deric?
Hey, what's going on, man?
The same old stuff, just chilling. So you're a comedian here in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, you know that. We work together often.
Yeah. I really enjoyed hanging out with you when I get the chance to.
Yeah.
I remember. What was the name of that place where you co-hosted with Joey Marshy last year?
Pub Underground.
That was great, man. It lasted like 2 or 3 months, but it was a lot.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's very awesome, man. I think you shine there too.
Yeah. Oh no, you were nice to me there. I had a lot of fun. I got some good spots. I got to make college kids laugh, which is always interesting.
Yeah, it's very awesome. It was a really cool idea, man. Like the whole idea behind that is like to not only have an open mic, but have a mic that's a living and breathing thing.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I think we accomplished it. It kind of sucks that the bar went under.
Yeah, I mean they changed the name. I know that there was another open mic that lasted for about the same amount of time and then disappeared.
Really?
Yeah. It was the Hidden Pub. They painted the railing bright orange. So
Yeah,
I don't know how it was hide, but yeah, that aside. So how did you get into comedy, yo?
So I went to school, college, VCU down in Richmond, and I've always been a big fan of comedy. And I saw my friends just doing stand up, and I always thought stand up was a thing, like it was impossible to do. And I saw my friends do it, and I was like, well, I'm better than them. So my whole thing fueled off hate, the hatred that they can do it. And I did it for the first time, and it went very well.
Yeah.
So
what year was that approximately? Like, how old were you?
2010 or 11.
Yeah. Right on.
I think I was 24, 25.
Yeah, you're in school down in Richmond, Virginia?
Yeah, I went to school for broadcast journalism. I wanted to, be the next Howard Stern, next.
Oh, that's great, man.
Opie Anthony.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you have a podcast.
Yeah, I do upgrade/downgrade. It's really cool. You've been on it?
I had a great time.
Yeah, it's great.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it really was.
I mean, all the podcast is just focusing on we just grade things, like whether baby showers, is that upgrade to humanity or downgrade, and just stuff like that. It's really fun to do.
Yeah,
very fun to do, man.
Yeah, I had a great time on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about comedy, man. How did you transition from being a college student, getting your feet wet at some open mics, on campus, or do they have anything in Richmond?
Yeah, it was a few things on campus, like pizza bars, and it is, just a whole bunch of drunk college kids listening to you.
Did they show up, though?
Yeah, they showed up. It was a big
great.
crowd.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I sucked there. But there's a video of me on YouTube, and I cringe every time I see it.
Oh, I gotta look that up. Why do you cringe?
It's just I do the common mistakes of when you first start out. You just talk about what you know, which is your balls, your dick, just really immature stuff. So hopefully I don't do that anymore.
Well, I don't know. There's always a place for dick and fart jokes, I think.
Yeah. But it's
you're trying to evolve.
I'm trying to get a little more advanced in humor.
Right on. I mean, I like your bowling with God joke. Well, I mean, that's not really a joke, but you know what I'm talking about. I don't wanna give anything away.
No, it's just my take on religion. And just growing up, my parents. My parents are born like very like religious. I'm not gonna do the joke, but like
Yeah,
they just have really weird like Southern like things they say, like not to lie during a lightning storm or else the lightning will go in the room and kill you.
Like to tell a lie or to lie
Yeah,
down?
to tell a lie,
All right.
not to yell during a thunderstorm.
Hey,
Things like that.
What happens if you yell during a thunderstorm?
Oh, the devil will get you.
The devil will get you.
Yeah, which
That's super. What part of what kind of religion do you study? Or
I don't
grew up
study
with,
anything.
or
I think
whatever?
those are lies. My parents told me to shut up.
Yeah, they just want you to be good and quiet.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you said the South. Where in the South?
My parents are from Kentucky.
All right.
They're from Danville and Lexington, Kentucky.
Do they have the horse races out there?
Yeah, they do. It's somewhere near there. I was born in Virginia.
No. All right. So
Yeah.
you didn't live in Kentucky?
No, I'm
right.
from a small town called Manassas. It's like a suburban D.C. It's like 30 minutes away from D.C.
Right on. So did you do did you do mics down in D.C.?
Yeah, I did. I did a ton.
That's awesome.
Did a ton of D.C.
Wait, how's the scene in comparison with Pittsburgh?
It's a lot bigger, way more competitive.
Yeah.
I've been bumped so many times by famous comedians.
Like who?
T.J. Miller bumped me.
Yeah.
Rich Voss bumped me.
Wait, how do you feel? Because you can't feel that bad because they have real careers as comedians.
No, I don't feel bad. It's kind of cool. You get a free show.
Yeah. They stole your spot.
Oh yeah, they did steal my spot. Sometimes you don't even go on, or you go on like 2:00, and
right.
you're just telling jokes to the wait staff
Yeah.
or the custodian.
Yeah.
But it's definitely cool. You get to mingle with like Bobby Lee and like
Yeah.
maybe see Hannibal or Louis C.K.
Did you ever get to hang out with one of the big guys?
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, that's not how it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
You
well, I
don't just
figured.
hang out at the big table.
I was just wondering.
But yeah, small town in Manassas. I went to school with George Zimmerman,
Who's that?
he's the guy who shot Trayvon Martin. Kind of
Oh,
douche.
that's great. So
Yeah,
Were
yeah.
you friends in high school?
Nah,
or-
he's a little older. His younger sister was kind of close to our age.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not really much of a story. I've been trying to get a joke on that, but it's not really much there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something. So Todd, should we doing a commercial break?
For all your heating and cooling needs, service, and installation, contact our friends at Complete Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. 412-513-3001. Doesn't your family deserve complete comfort?
Looking for a DJ for your next party, corporate event, wedding, or special occasion? Contact Rich Who Entertainment, the official DJ of Idiot Radio. For free quote and information, give them a call at 412-266-1266. That's 412-266-1266. Rich Who Entertainment, DJs for all occasions.
You're listening to Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
Looking for a creative idea for meetings, business lunches, and special events? Call Spiels on Wheels, food truck and catering, and take the stress away. For more information, call them at 724-244-9881 or on Facebook at facebook.com/spielson.wheel.
So we're back. You're listening to Scotty Presents. I'm your host, Scott Israel. We got Todd DeFazio as our producer. We got Blind Brian chilling in the corner. What's up, Brian? We got Brandon Johnson chilling on the couch, but I'm here talking with Deric Brown and seeing what's going on, man. You recently went on a really interesting, fun vacation, didn't you?
Oh yeah, man. I just got back from Cuba. That was really interesting.
Is it like a time? Is it like traveling in time?
Yeah, it's actually very strange, man. It's like it's a very tropical place, but it's really kind of trashy. Not trashy. I hate to belittle someone's culture.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just like it's just very, very not run down.
Modest.
Modest. Yeah, but it was definitely fun.
Old cars, big cigars.
Yeah, socialism is very strange, man.
Is it?
It really is.
What were some experiences you had with socialism down in Cuba?
It's just certain things that So they just opened up the fact that they can own their own business 3 years ago.
Wow.
So that means like they can
What,
sell
everything was state run up until
everything was state run.
Jeez, I
except
didn't realize
taxis.
that.
Yeah. So it's a big deal. You have people starting their own businesses there, but it's so weird to talk to people and you see them like second guess what they're about to say.
Yeah.
Like, if you bring up like politics, they get really nervous.
Right.
But one of the nicest people ever.
Now, do you speak Spanish?
No, not at all.
So they was talking English.
No.
So how did that work?
I know. I've dated a couple Spanish girls in the past.
All right. So you understand Spanish. You don't
Not
speak it.
well. Nothing that can help me unless
Okay.
we're having sex. So nothing really. So I had like the Google Translator. I had that going on.
All right.
Yeah, my girlfriend was there, so she speaks a little Spanish.
Right.
So it was tough, man. And I didn't know there were so many like Afro Cuban people.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, because like I just thought everyone there was gonna look like Pitbull.
Is it a good music scene?
Yeah, it's a good music scene. The food is not that great because like all they have is like rations.
Oh God.
So like the food they eat themselves is not great because it's just ration food.
But at your hotel, you got like a 4-star chef or something?
Didn't get a hotel. I got an Airbnb.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, $8 a night.
So what makes you go to a country you don't speak the language? I mean, I admire it. I don't have that kind of guts, man. I just narrow myself down to what state I'm gonna visit next. You know.
It was kind of my girlfriend's idea, and my idea. I kind of want to visit a place before America had its greedy hands on it. But it was a once in a lifetime experience, man. I wouldn't change it. It was just it's so weird to be called like that's the one place I felt like an American. Like I felt more American there than
here.
In here, yeah, just being called like, "Hey, American, black man, Tupac."
Yeah, you're representing the whole American culture down there.
Yeah.
So you didn't do anything to misrepresent us, did you?
No, I didn't.
Did you fire any guns? What are the gun laws out there?
Dude, they don't have any guns, man.
They don't have any guns.
They don't have any guns.
All right.
They're really strict on law, so it's very safe.
Yeah.
They execute a lot of people.
Like publicly or in private?
No, not publicly.
All right, well,
just like if it's a serious crime.
Yeah.
Like you say you did something horrendous, execute.
Yeah.
Like just gun.
Oh wow.
Like, pedophiles are done.
Yeah.
They shoot
Just
them.
weed them right out.
Yeah, they're done.
So I mean, there's pluses and minuses. How do you
I'm
feel
not
about all that?
I'm not touching that. I mean, I think pedophiles are bad. That's what I feel.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
But I'm against capital punishment. That's just how I feel. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
I mean, that's
did it bother you knowing that behind any brick wall there might have been a pedophile being shot in the head?
No, I mean that's like a true question. But no, I don't think it was like that. But it was definitely fun, man. Where you've been? How you've been? I haven't been doing comedy for a while.
I'm just bouncing back from a rough winter that lasted forever, as everybody knows. I was sick. I got broke. I lost a couple of jobs. It's all right. I'm getting more work and bouncing back.
How many jobs do you take a month?
Like whatever I can find. Most of them are just me teaching yoga, but sometimes I do like private in-homes that pays a little bit more, so then I count that as another job. I get whatever work I can find.
Is that weird?
Here and there.
You just come in people's homes, so you just teach them yoga and stretches.
Yeah.
Is it mostly women or?
Yeah. It's mostly like a middle-aged women.
Do they come on to you or?
Not usually. I mean,
Wait, you say not usually. Has it happened
professional.
ever?
I mean, somebody really touches your hand. It's like, all right. I mean, I get it, but we're not going there.
Okay.
Oh man, wait, you putting me on the spot.
No, I'm just saying. So what other projects are you working on?
Oh, I'm working on a screenplay called The Simplicity of Man.
Okay.
It's not a comedy. It's definitely a drama.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, I'm working on The Dreamotech Nation. That's a series of novels. I've got like 50 pages on that down.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
Scott,
I got a long way to go.
I don't know if you noticed, but I kind of took over your show.
Yeah, it's
with
awesome.
my broadcast journalism degree.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want to get it back or.
No. Sure. Well, I mean, did you smoke any cigars out in Cuba?
Yeah, I smoked one. I saw one like rolled up and right in front of me.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I didn't really
That is
mess with
pretty cool,
cigarettes.
Well, I mean, cigarettes and
disgusting
cigars are different. I mean, they're both tobacco, but it's a whole different animal.
Like I want to go there. I want to go there and like write some jokes or some stuff on the beach.
Yeah. What did you come up with? Anything?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, it's just it's beautiful, and my money's worth a lot more here. Like,
Yeah.
what was there a joke about?
I don't know. Actually, my money was not. They have two different currencies.
Really?
They have a currency for the tourist and for the people.
Really?
And it's the same amount. So I went there with like $200.
So they're
like,
raking it in when
like,
somebody.
I'm gonna buy some 15 lobsters with like $2.
Yeah. No.
I went there, didn't have enough money for stuff. There's the one point where I was running so low on money, I was debating on whether to beg the Cuban people for money.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but
that's not a fun vacation.
no,
man.
it got to the point where it's a little scary. So I found like a sandwich place.
Really?
I was eating like $2 subs every day for all 3 meals.
It's like eating off the dollar menu. I do that here, man.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
But no, I'm working on a couple things. Like,
all right. Well, what are you working on, man?
I did my first sketch show. I always had a dream of like working for SNL, so I threw my like own sketch show.
All right. What's the sketch show called?
It's called Cult Comedy Sketch Show.
All right.
So it came 2 months ago, and we have another one coming up in August. It went really well. Actually, it was like at 11 o'clock on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Had a ton of people show up. We had
Wait.
no clue
Where
where they
was
came
it?
from. It was Steel City Improv.
Oh, awesome. So,
Yeah.
who is it? Everybody that's right now involved with Steel City was involved with it?
It
or-
was a couple people I selected. Yeah, so I wrote like 4 sketches, and there were like I think like 13 sketches total.
Nice.
So acting in them, it was pretty nice. We have another one coming up.
Right on.
Yeah, working. What's up?
So what are the sketches about? What do you?
You want me to tell you one of the premises?
Sure.
All right. One of the premises I wrote was it doesn't sound funny, but it is. It was about a search party that was searching for a lost child,
Okay.
and like one of the members lost his keys as well.
Yeah.
So he's trying to find this kid, but also is trying to find these keys as well. So he's trying to like tell like, hey, since you're up there, like let's just search for this kid. Can you search for my keys as well? And then the guy was kind of a dick about it. So that was one of the premises.
No, it's funny. A lot of people showed up. You got a bunch of
Yeah,
laughs.
it was. I was really surprised.
Now, how do you feel? Improv?
Yeah, I do
okay,
improv.
You're doing, but you're talking like sketches, so you have to like memorize lines.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, I can't. Even since I was a little kid, I was never good at memorizing lines. How do you combat that stress? Do you have any like tricks?
No,
Yeah.
I just memorized. Well, it's the same as memorizing jokes.
Right.
So
yeah, I'm not good at that either. I come with cards.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing you with cards. So you kind of remember where the jokes come from. As long as
Yeah.
you get to that one punchline and word it the right way. I mean, I do
Right
improv,
on.
so
Yeah.
it was kind of easy. It was hard though. I messed up a bunch of times, but the audience doesn't know I'm messing up.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you see yourself mostly? And you do stand up. You've been doing that for probably the longest.
Yeah.
But you do improv for
I do improv.
for how long you been doing improv?
Probably about a year or two.
All right.
Yeah.
You think it's improving your stand up?
Yeah, it has. Improv has actually made me a better writer.
Yeah.
Like I'm
I
working.
can see that for sure.
I'm working on this play.
There.
Like I'm doing a play that
What's the play called?
I don't know yet.
All right.
I don't want to tell any ideas. I
All
have a
right.
couple of ideas I'm pitching.
Yeah.
One is like Batman meets Mystery Team.
Oh, I love that stuff.
So it's like
Yeah.
a superhero that's
So sort of like fan fiction.
very cheesy superhero based in like this really dark, creative like dark world. So
It's like, did you ever see the Max on Liquid Television or like Eon Flux? That's
yeah,
like
Eon
that sort
Flux.
of thing.
Kinda. I mean, this is like a like either a online show or a play I'm
Well,
working
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
So working on that.
Yeah.
Got a new sketch show coming. Trying to do a fresh 45-minute stand-up thing.
45 is a lot. Wait,
45, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
trying to rent out a theater, record it.
all right. Do you know what theater you're looking into? Or?
Don't know yet,
Don't know
man.
yet.
I'm
All right.
still
Yeah.
working on the material.
Oh, all right. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I'm working on that now. So the next couple months. Yeah, I took a break from stand-up because it was weird because I felt like I had all these undiscovered superpowers. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, damn, I didn't know I could run fast. Like, I thought all I could do was stand-up.
How did you discover your superpowers?
I took a sketch writing class.
Okay.
Which was awesome, but also I was like, oh, damn, I guess I'm better off than I thought I was.
That's great.
So, yeah, I think, like, everyone here has, like, this undiscovered talent that we just don't try to do.
Right.
Yeah, so.
That's great, man.
Yeah, man.
So, sketch class led to a little hiatus during I took a huge break during the winter. It was a long winter.
It was a long winter. Yeah, it was tough. But as long as I didn't stop, you know, I still hit the stage like every week doing improv. But
well, it's performing. You know?
Yeah, it's just different mindset to, you know, not do stand up. I can't do improv and stand up because there's two different muscles working in your brain.
Yeah. I get that. Chris Scriva says stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to in the semi near future to take some improv classes. I'm a little reticent. Because I don't work well with others.
No, you don't.
No.
Matter of fact, we were supposed to have our own podcast on the same network. What happened to that?
Well, you guys kept doing it without me.
So
I was like, all right, you
never
thing.
showed up. It was supposed to be a tough crowd with us four.
Yeah, no, I mean that was just too many people. But what do you? How do you feel about working with an ensemble in a like? Because the thing that intimidates me about improv is that you're on the spot writing. Like when I write, I enjoy my editing process.
No, it's cool, man. Hate to use another superhero analogy. You feel like Captain America, like you know, leading the Avengers. Like you can't do it all. You can't tell Captain America to be Hulk. You gotta leave it up to Bruce, man, to be to be him.
Right on.
So it's cool. That's how we work together. Like when we had that one show, like I think I have this weird ability to see people's talent and then kind of.
Well, I felt really good when you were co-hosting that mic. I'm always waiting to see if you think you'll co-host or you think you'll host another mic or.
I don't know because like I have all these
commitments.
Yeah, all these like.
Yeah, you have like a real
spoons
day
in
job
different
and
pots.
Shit.
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely fun as long as I'm active.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm really surprised at the scene in Pittsburgh. Like since I've been here, since I moved here 2 years ago, it's great seeing like comedians just grow and be funny. Seeing you progress is great. Like there is this one comedian like I thought was just whack as shit.
Okay.
Seeing him and then seeing him like just develop, and now he's like one of my favorite comedians here.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
We dropping a name or no?
I can.
It's up to you. I'm all for promoting the entire scene.
Jake Bintrup.
Really? Oh, Baby Nuts. Where did he go to?
I don't know, man. When I first saw him, I was like, oh, this guy's not funny.
Yeah.
And then I saw him, I don't know, recently. I mean, he's honestly become one of my favorite comedians.
That's fantastic. I mean, he's always had funny material. He just had he had that one night. Or, I think we all have bad nights.
Yeah, he's just. I just think I like the way his brain works. And yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
I'll name names.
Still
Scott.
doing it. Oh,
I'll
yeah,
name
dude.
names.
I'm all for promoting literally everybody on the scene. I've had a lot of fun doing open mic, doing stand up in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the surrounding areas, everybody's great. I'm a comedian.
Yeah. How do you feel about it? Do you feel like it's cliquey here?
Well, I mean, a little bit, but this is what.
Do you not want to talk about it?
Well, I mean.
I'm an outsider.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You know me.
I'm an outsider, but I've literally always been an outsider. Like I went to 5 different high schools. Like every time I made friends, I moved 100 miles.
Okay.
So like the outside is my like comfort zone. It's moving into the inside when people are like, "Hey, Scott, how's it going?" I'm like, "All right, get used to this. You can handle this. They're people just like you, you know."
Okay. Yeah, man. I guess it's true.
Do you feel like it's been harder to get attention than the local guys?
Kinda. a little bit. I mean, it's mostly on me.
Yeah.
I could honestly hustle more.
Yeah, I mean, we could always all work harder, but I mean, you got solid material, and you're always up to something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like every time I turn around, you're never like, oh, I'm just doing nothing right now. I'm not doing anything with writing or I mean, you always have. You walked up to me and you're like, let's do this. I was like, I don't want to do that. And you were like, well, take this class with me. I was like, oh my God, so much school. But you're trucking. I
mean, I have
admire
to,
it.
or else I'll become depressed. That's it. That's just how my brain works.
Do you struggle with depression?
I get where I'm a comedian, so yeah.
Well, I don't want to.
No,
say
we
that
can
anything's
we
given,
can talk
but
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depression issues.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah. How do you cope? You know, are you a drinker, or you just get up on the stage?
You know, it's weird. Like, I've been seeing a therapist, which is weird.
Really? That's healthy.
Which is weird for black people who are young.
Is it?
Yeah, man. We don't see therapists.
There's a stigma to it?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
All right.
Like,
so,
we're told
how does
as...
your family feel about you going to is it a psychologist or psychiatrist?
I don't know
Just a therapist.
What's your therapist.
All right, so master's
degree. They're not too keen about it.
Really?
Keen. Yeah, they're
Keen,
not
yeah,
too.
I like it.
They just think, like, why are you telling this stranger our business?
Right. Oh,
yeah.
All right. But I mean,
Yeah.
is it a man or a woman therapist?
It's a man.
Okay, so he's legally bound by law to keep.
Yeah,
his
but
mouth
they
shut.
just see, like, oh, you just need to pray.
Oh
that's
my God.
that's like the black answer to everything. You just
Yeah.
need to pray.
All right.
Right.
So are you praying?
Am I religious?
Yeah.
Again, I am black,
Yeah.
but I'm smart as well.
Okay.
So it's kind of tough.
Religious people, just not all of them.
Here's this. I believe there's something, but I don't think us as humans are smart enough to figure it out.
Right on.
I'll say that.
So
I'm up for a discussion. Like, I'm up for an idea. Like, if someone's pitching ideas of, like, you know, religion, like, I'll give it a shot.
Right on.
But yeah.
Are you a Freemason?
No, I'm not Freemason. Yo, you know what I heard?
What?
Like, during the Holocaust, they
Yeah.
killed so many Freemasons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, just as a matter of history,
Yeah.
like the Third Reich, Hitler, and all those top guys were all Roman Catholic. Every last one of
Really?
them, blessed by the fucking Pope at the time. Like, yeah. So I mean, everybody who wasn't that was kind of getting shoveled in there, you know.
I guess, man.
Yeah. Oh no, there's records. If you dig, you can look. And like Project Paperclip was released in 2011 when Obama did the Freedom of Information Act.
Yeah.
I read so much nonfiction that year, 2011, 2012, and he didn't release it all. What do you think the government's up to? Huh?
What type of
Do you believe,
open-ended question is
Do you
that?
believe in the Illuminati?
What do you mean? I mean, I don't think it's I believe there's things out there.
You don't think there's an organization of super powerful people controlling the environment so that we're all kind of ushered in a certain direction?
Again, as a black man, the answer is yes. I do believe it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm white, so
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
a crossover.
Yeah, but you're a different type of white.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm a strange guy. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, yeah, I believe there's people with power that other people can't reach.
Yeah.
You know? So
Oh, well, that's undisputable for sure.
yeah.
All right, now how did we end up here, and how do we get to someplace else? Wait, what were we talking about? What do you think?
Well, I think you were interviewing me about life.
Life, man. How?
What? You want to take a break?
Sure. I'll reformulate my idea.
Yeah, go ahead, do that.
Yeah. I
Looking
think
for a creative idea for meetings, business lunches, and special events? Call Spiels on Wheels, Food Truck and Catering, and take the stress away. For more information, call them at 724-244-9881 or on Facebook at facebook.com/spielson.wheels.
You're listening to Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
Looking for a DJ for your next party, corporate event, wedding, or special occasion? Contact Rich Who Entertainment, the official DJ of Idiot Radio. For free quote and information, give them a call at 412-266-1266. That's 412-266-1266. Rich Who Entertainment, DJs for all occasions.
For all your heating and cooling needs, service, and installation, contact our friends at Complete Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. 412-513-3001. Doesn't your family deserve complete comfort?
Hey, you're listening to Scotty Presents. I'm your host, Scott Israel. We had Todd DeFazio as our producer, and our special guest today is Deric Brown. Deric, have you heard about this flash flood warning? Everything is beeping.
Yeah, it's a little insane.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So let's talk about dreams here, man. Like you've been working hard at the stand-ups for a good 4 or 5 years.
Longer, but yeah.
All right, longer than that.
Yeah.
When was the first time? When was the first time? Like, when you were a little kid, did you stand up at family events and tell?
No, I was really shy.
Really shy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
how do you get from super shy Deric to like, I'm gonna stand up in front of a room full of strangers and make them laugh?
You know, I love the craft of stand-up. I always had a dream of, like, doing stuff, but, like, I had, like, a very low self-esteem as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I remember one of my dreams was being a cameraman for SNL. That was it. It wasn't even, like,
great.
being on SNL.
Right.
It was, like, being a cameraman.
Well, why?
It's like being like, no, you want to be president? No, I want to be the custodian
Yeah.
who works for the White House. Like, it's like that. It was that. That's how low my self-esteem was. But no, I have this mind that I can just dissect stuff and just love it.
Right
Am I
on.
supposed to like ignore everyone in the room, too?
Yeah. I mean, they don't have mics, so they can't really talk,
Okay.
except for Todd. Todd can talk.
I can talk.
But I
Alright.
mean,
I try
Brandon
not. I
just-
make it about you guys.
All
Yeah,
right.
thank you, Todd. You're wonderful. I really appreciate you. Well, I mean, Brandon's just hanging out, and
Blind Brian, Superstar Idiot Radio. He's coming out with the
Yeah,
Big
he's-
Picture
he
podcast.
just likes the whole feel of the whole thing. I think.
I love it.
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
You
All right.
can kind of hear him a little bit. But so where's it all headed for you, man? Like, was the dream bigger than the cameraman on SNL? And like, do you want to be on SNL? Do you want to start your own SNL? Do you want to get? I mean, like, ultimately, I want to write and direct movies.
Yeah,
and
me
not
too.
Be in them.
Right now, I'm trying to be a writer as well.
Are you writing?
Yeah, I'm trying to write a spec script for this show called Last Man on Earth.
All right, yeah, that's a funny show.
So yeah, trying to write that and then give it to
That's great.
agents.
You were watching it and you had a great idea that they didn't.
No,
use,
I
or-
just read how to be a writer.
So why did you pick Last Man on Earth?
I just love the writing for that show.
Right on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I love it, man.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So do I have to keep on talking about myself, or can I like?
I mean, you can say literally, it's your show. I mean,
no,
what do you
I
wanna-
just
what
had
do
a
you wanna do
question.
while you're
Like, you know what's strange?
What?
I'm talking about being blind.
Okay.
So we have a blind guy here.
here? Yeah. Hey,
And,
Brian.
it's like there were no like blind, just regular people movies. Like
Yeah.
there's no like
Well, there's-
every blind guy
They can't see the
like
movie,
is
though.
always like no. Just saying like there's just a regular. It's just every blind person has to play piano or like do something amazing.
Right.
It can't just be like a regular blind person and just you know.
I guess, but most movies you step into the life of the main character when
Yeah.
their life gets interesting. So I mean, if you're blind but you're not doing anything interesting, I mean, if you're Ray Charles, you got a movie.
Blind guy sitcom. Blind Brian sitcom would be hilarious.
I would be.
I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. I'll help you write it. I'll
Yeah.
get a couple other guys because I'm not working that hard on it.
You already got a star. He's a star,
Exactly.
superstar. Already.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, well, that's it. Look, we're crowdsourcing people who want to put together an internet show around Blind Brian. I'd be down for that. I mean, he's got a great sense of humor. I teased him once about it earlier today, and I wasn't sure if he was gonna be upset or not. You know.
No,
He's our designated driver.
Yes, I am.
When we get drunk.
Well, yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of doing stand up. Let me know how you feel. But
Yeah.
just like I say stuff that people might take offense to on a very regular basis.
Yeah, you do.
And there's a certain thrill you get right before you say the thing that you've been planning on saying all
Mm-hmm.
day. And then just wait, because sometimes it falls flat, and you're like, "Oh well, aren't I an ass?" You know?
Yeah. I've bombed hard before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there are times I bomb so hard, like you want to cry, like those nights.
Well, I was trying to cry in the bathroom on Thursday, but this guy kept talking to me, and I was like, "Dude, I'm just trying to be alone."
Was it hard to hear him through the glory hole?
No, come on, it's hand bones. There's no glory.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, it sucks, man. Like at DC, you have to like take a metro to go into the city sometimes.
Yeah.
And that metro can take an hour.
Sure.
And like you're waiting for 3 or 4 or 5, hours to get on, and then you bomb, and then you gotta take that long ass metro back home.
That train of shame.
And you gotta go to work tomorrow at 7. It's rough, but
do you tell the people you have like a regular 9-to-5 officey job? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you work with people physically. Like in
no,
the same
I work.
room as them?
No, I work from home.
Right. No, all right.
Yeah.
So you don't have to tell, like, you don't see your coworkers to talk to them and be like, I am a comedian.
Oh, they know I'm a comedian.
Yeah?
I somehow.
What do you email each other? Is there still like?
Yeah, there's like IM and stuff.
All right.
But like, it's funny because when I was in DC, my job's in DC.
Yeah.
And one of the people who works there saw me out doing stand up.
Yeah.
And he told the whole office that, like, oh, damn, he's a comedian. I've seen him before.
How did you feel about that? You got outed as a comedian.
It kind of sucks because you always get like, oh, hope you're not joking about me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you should make a joke about me.
That's because everybody's so egocentric. They think everything that everyone else is doing is about them. Is crazy.
Sure, yeah.
So you're working in D.C. now and you're living in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I work remote. So
all right.
It's not really interesting topic.
Well, I mean, but it works for a comedian though, because it's hard if you're up at like 6 o'clock in the morning working 8 or 9 hours and then go wait another 5 hours to get on a mic and try not to drink yourself into a stupor.
Yeah, 100%. It's very tough, but yeah. What I need to do, I still haven't done it, is since I can work remote, I probably should just like get an Airbnb. Fly to like L.A., New York, and just go out there and do it.
You have that kind of freedom. You could still do the work. What's keeping you tied down? You married or?
No, girlfriend. I guess.
You guys getting married? You engaged?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I mean,
I'm just messing with you a little bit.
I'm
think
open.
She'll listen to this later?
No.
Oh, all right.
No, I try to get her to not come to my shows and stuff.
Why?
I've said things.
Yeah.
That like
yeah.
I revealed secrets on stage that I haven't told her.
Well, how does it make you feel before you say it? It's that moment just before you open your mouth.
It feels great.
Yeah.
It feels great. Just saying like your deepest fears of like like mortality and your relationship. Yeah. Talk about a fight you guys just had. It's a relief, man.
Yeah. So the longtime girlfriend is barred from. Does she listen to your podcast? What's your podcast called again?
It's called Upgrade, Downgrade. Yeah, she'll listen to it from time to time, but I don't like to talk to her about it.
I was on that show once. Where is it? iTunes or?
It's iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, everything. So yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, man. Ask me more, man.
More. I know. You're doing it.
Do his favorites.
You got
favorites.
All right. So we talked a lot about superheroes keep coming up.
Yeah.
I'm a big I'm not a comic book reader, but I love it when they make comic books into TV shows and movies. And I know that the big Comic-Con aficionados would probably not be impressed by it, but I don't care. So you got favorite like superhero, supervillain combo?
What do you mean, like a team up or just like either?
All right, forget the word combo. Who's your favorite superhero?
Probably Spider-Man.
Why?
Yeah, like growing up, man, just he was funny. He's a funny dude.
Yeah.
And the cartoon was awesome. He had the best villains.
Right.
Like Venom used to scare me.
Venom's scary, dude.
Batman was dope, but Spider-Man.
What do you think about the new Spider-Man movies?
They're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're okay.
Better, worse than the older ones?
They're just okay. I mean, I like the humor in it, so it's pretty.
All right.
Yeah.
I particularly like the new guy over who was the
Tom Collins over Toby.
Toby
Andrew
didn't
Garfield.
do it for me.
Yeah.
I think Toby really hit his mark when he was in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
What, he was in that movie?
Yeah, he was that blonde hitchhiker dude.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I saw like half of it.
All right,
Yeah.
what happened?
I
too awesome?
fell asleep. It was
Oh
too
my
awesome.
God.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, because that's an awesome movie. All right.
Exactly.
All right. So super villain.
Probably Venom, man. Like
Venom.
Yeah.
Would you be would you be Venom if you were a villain? Like I would be the Joker if I was a villain. Like,
No, man,
I would definitely.
like you kind of need my space. Venom
Yeah.
is like always with that little symbiote thing.
All right. So
Like, you need
which
your own
one would
thing.
you go for? More like the Dr. Octopus?
No, that's way too many things. I think like if you take away that like costume, he's just a regular ass dude.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You probably take someone who can fight and who's smart. Honestly, you probably want a smart villain, a smart rich
Really?
villain like
Who do you want?
like Fisk or Kingpin or whatever.
Oh, all right.
Like that. Yeah. So
They
yeah.
don't really have superpower. All right.
he has money, has a superpower. You can pay like the Scorpion or
Yeah, no, that's
whoever
true. I mean,
take
that's
out people.
Batman's superpower, and
Yeah.
Iron Man for that matter.
Yeah.
Rich and smart.
yeah.
Yeah, right on. Books. You a big reader? You like books?
Yeah, kind of. No, because like I have like dyslexia, which I
Oh.
didn't find out till like 2 years ago.
How have you functioned up until 2 years ago? And what have you done to correct it?
There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do.
No, you just like
You just guess.
you just it's just a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So I do like Audible.
Oh, all
So
right.
like
You
I'm
listen
reading.
to books.
Yeah, listen to books.
So who's your favorite read of the last like 18 months?
18
What
months.
have
I'm
you-
reading the Stephen King book called The Outsider.
Oh, I hate him so much.
Reading this book on creativity by Questlove.
All right, how's that going?
It's going good.
What'd you learn about Quest?
It's more about being creative.
All right. So
Yeah.
what's his philosophy on
I
creativity?
mean, I'm not. You gotta read the book, man.
All right. No, you're not gonna give me a summary.
No,
All right.
like Chuck Palahniuk.
Chuck
whatever his-
Palahniuk.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
him.
I love that guy.
I like Malcolm Gladwell. Big fan of his.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So, yeah.
Cool. Those are some of his.
Favorite movie?
Yeah, do it.
Training. Well, I don't really have one. It used to be Training Day,
Okay. Yeah.
but I think it was because like the good guy kind of wins.
yeah.
And at the time, I always saw myself as a good guy who's always trying like to do the good thing. And
Yeah.
like Denzel Washington was like
Yeah. And he
this
is.
perfect villain who had everything planned, but this one mistake, not even a mistake, just Ethan Hawke did this one good thing and it
Yeah.
helped him. So I always viewed myself as a good guy, which is kind of douchey thing to say. But yeah, I really like that.
Yeah. Well, what made me think? You like to mess with your friends?
Yeah.
Like,
What do you mean?
Okay, you have your one bit is about one friend used to be fat. See.
Oh yeah. My friend used to be fat,
Yeah.
and we called him. His real name's Ian.
Yeah.
But we had like 2 Ians in the group,
So
so
like
we called him Fat Ian. Yeah.
So how's it? Yeah, no, I love the punch. Don't say
Okay.
but I love the punchline on that. And
Yeah.
anyone listening should definitely go see Deric Brown for that. That's a great joke. But I mean, how does that dynamic play out in your real life?
It's well, it's kind of hard because I moved to a new city, so I can't be as mean to people.
Right, because you just met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like cock blocking we used to do. I mean, it was really immature. Just to, like, tell girls that, this person has an STD or a baby or has cancer.
And it's not true.
Or, yeah, it's not
Just
true.
Just a mess with them.
Yeah, we would just do that.
So what do they spend the rest of the night trying to convince the girl that they
Yeah,
don't
they'd
have
be like,
AIDS?
hey, man, like, I don't know what happened. I went to the bathroom and, like, when I returned, she was just ice cold. And it's like, I don't know, probably because I told her you had AIDS. Like,
Yeah, right.
I
You're
don't know.
you're a terrible wingman, man.
Yeah, it was just it was just funny. Hopefully I outgrew that, but like I just think it's funny, man.
It is. All right.
Yeah, what's up?
Favorite music video gotta
Director?
be.
What?
Yeah. Director.
Oh no, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What were you
No.
about to say?
Favorite music video director.
You were gonna say that.
That's exactly
Fine.
what I was gonna
Hype
say.
Williams. Okay, go.
Okay, why?
Oh no,
What-
Spike Jones
one's
is
he-
pretty dope.
Who are they directing that made you feel like they're the guys?
Spike Jones is just really creative. You know, he's a real director now. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
video directing is not real, but like, he's just very creative.
What are some of the videos he's done?
There's a new video he did. It's actually an Apple commercial,
All right.
and it's like he did this thing where he uses like no special effects. It's all like real practical staging, and it's really awesome to look at. It's like Apple commercial with FK Twix. You should check it out.
Yeah. I don't have,
were you about
I don't
to?
have TV.
It's a fucking YouTube, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look up a commercial and you don't understand how happy I am that don't have commercials forced so much as we
It's
we
great,
used
man.
to. I mean, oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. And all right. So you have favorite band?
That's tough, man. Outkast is pretty good.
Outkast is awesome.
NERD.
Yeah.
I like. It's a lot, man.
Yeah. No. I know. It's a ridiculous question. I'll just give you. Maybe we can find-
Wu-Tang. It's a lot.
Ooh, who's your favorite member of the Wu-Tang Clan? I like the RZA, but everybody else says Ghostface Killer's the man.
I was gonna say Ghostface Killer is the most consistent.
Yeah.
Method Man is
Method Man's fun.
the person I most enjoy.
Yeah.
Great actor, by the way.
Yeah.
He's great. Yeah.
That's how I feel about the RZA. It's like ever since Californication, I was like, oh, I like that guy. He's a lot of fun.
Really?
Yeah, he played that samurai ninja guy.
But he's kind of like, he's kind of like
fun.
too much of a blowhard, man.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to do it.
I mean, he's just too full of himself. Like, he always like says like these weird philosophies. Of course, you like him. He says weird philosophies. Like, it's just like you.
Yeah, that's right. I also like Kanye West before that whole Dragon Energy debacle.
That's whatever. Kanye is Kanye. Again, like, I have to defend him even though he says dumb stuff.
Why? Why do you have to defend him?
You know why? It's like, at the time he came out, he was like one of the most rappers like I can relate to.
Yeah.
And right now, I feel he's suffering from bipolar and he's having an episode, and I applaud his honesty.
Right on.
There's a lot of people who feel the same way he does.
Oh,
Tons
yeah.
of people.
Oh, yeah.
Like Adam Sandler is a Republican.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And like, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough. You have to kind of separate the art from the person.
Oh, sure. For sure. But I mean, we were laughing at his new song the other day. It's goofy. Do you have a clip of that?
Oh, the Poopity Scoop one?
Yeah, the Poopity Scoop. You know what I'm talking about. That's just that's the goofy. What? And now I know he said he was struggling with opiates and
opiates.
gained a bunch of weight. Maybe that's contributing to this silly madness.
Poopity Scoop.
This is it.
Yeah.
Scoop-dee-dee whoop.
Is he making fun of us?
I don't know.
I kind of think he's making fun of his audience. Like, and I've done that, and it's a lot of fun when the audience laughs at themselves, because a lot of times they absolutely refuse. But yeah, right. I mean,
we all have done that. Like, I've done a stand-up bit where I just mumbled in the mic for about like 5 minutes. It was like a comedian who has stage fright.
Yeah.
And
How did that go?
It went well, then went bad, then well, then bad, then bad. I did it for me. Yeah. So, yeah.
Right on. All right, I got a good one. Do you have a favorite clothing designer? You're very stylish.
No, I don't. I don't have a favorite clothing designer. I don't think of myself as stylish. I just don't want to be. I don't want to look stupid. Yeah. That's pretty much my goal. Is
there any way around looking like for any of us though? I mean, because from a certain angle, any way you could possibly dress in America looks ridiculous.
Scott, when you first came on the scene,
all right,
you just
make fun of my sweatpants.
Like shit.
Yeah, well, I was doing my mea culpas, man.
There are times I thought you were homeless. I was like, who let this homeless man on stage?
That's right, but he was funny. At least every once in a while.
I think you're one of the first people I've seen do stand up when I first came to the city. Yeah. You've gotten funnier. No, you didn't suck.
Thanks.
No.
Oh, gee, thanks, buddy.
Look at that suck.
It's all right. What are you
No,
gonna say?
but yeah, I like seeing you. Yeah, but yeah.
So, we're comedians. Who's been the most influential comedian in your pursuit of a laugh?
What do you mean? Oh, just beginning?
Yeah, just like who do you when you have like you ever have like a series of bombs and you're like, why do I do this? I should just give up. And then like you know, like Adam Sandler or Eddie Murphy or who's your go-to like hero that gets you in this game?
I'll start it like this. Oh, it's definitely Brandon Johnson.
It's Brandon Johnson.
It's definitely
obviously.
Brandon Johnson.
But I mean, other than Brandon, so somebody.
My dad was like a very stoic guy.
Was he a funny guy?
Yeah, he's kind of funny.
Like a straight man.
But the
funny?
first time I saw him like laugh hard was he was watching Chris Rock Bring the Pain.
All right. Yeah.
And like that guy, like he's just great.
Yeah.
Chappelle for his
Brass
everyday,
balls.
just like I like listening to his long stand up, like his 3-hour sessions.
Right.
Like, I go to YouTube. I'll download the MP3, just listen straight through.
So do you have like popcorn, or how do you sit down for a 3-hour Chappelle?
No, you just listen to it like a podcast. You just go on through your day,
Yeah, all
do
right.
some laundry.
Right
Louis
on.
C.K.
Yeah, Louis is great. But I
who
mean,
else?
when did you first know? I first heard about Louis in like 2012 when he had his show.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. When did you knew about him before?
Yeah, he's been around for a while.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, like early 2000s.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've always been like a comedy nerd, so
Yeah.
always like.
Well, I mean, he was kind of hiding. Like, I didn't know he helped write Pootie Tang, and
Yeah,
I
he
know
was on
that
Chris
Chris
Rock's
Rock
show.
doesn't like Pootie Tang, but I thought it was a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I listened to Opie and Anthony,
Yeah.
so he was always on there. He wrote for like Conan O'Brien's show, so he's been around.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I like a lot of comedians. Bill Burr,
Yeah.
Camille Nanjiani, I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Camille Nanjiani, or his name is T.J. Miller. Tons, man. Like I like everyone.
Yeah.
Like even like I'll listen to Ron White, George Lopez,
Right.
everyone. There's no one. To me, there's no one who sucks at comedy.
Right.
There's always something you can take from them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting their laughs. There's a reason we know who they are, whether we like their humor or not.
Yeah.
For sure.
What about you?
Oh, I mean, in the late 80s, I was a little kid camping in the backyard with my best friend, and he stole a cassette tape from his older brother of Eddie Murphy's Raw.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I ever, other than like the only other stand-up I had ever seen was Howie Mandel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was a little kid. I was like 8 or 9 years
I
old.
used to watch that show he did.
Yeah. Bobby's World.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. But I had never really heard stand-up before, except for like a cutesy. He had that Christmas song. It was just cutesy stuff, and it was fine. But I mean, Eddie Murphy blew my mind, especially with that raunchy Mr. T bit.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know that him. Obviously, definitely Jerry Seinfeld. Though I could never do his. No, but the guy who got me in was Louis. I was like, he's just sad. I could be sad. Holy shit.
What about you, Todd?
Did you guys see Murphy's coming out Netflix movie?
Is he?
Dolomite. He's playing Dolomite,
It's actually gonna be pretty good.
and Dolomite's pretty
Yeah.
old school, like
Yeah.
hardcore. So that Murphy's going back to his roots a little bit.
I don't know Dolomite. What's the reference
he's
here?
like
The 70s. They call him like the Godfather of disco,
yeah.
but he
All
has
right.
like it's real raunchy.
Well, that
Was
is
he like
his
a
roots,
cop
for
or a
sure.
pimp or
He was a comedian, I believe.
Dolomite?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Brandon
I forgot.
says yeah. Brandon's like Google.
Brandon would know. He's
like-
on,
he knows
he's definitely
everything.
on top of stuff.
Comedic. Since I'm not really a comedian, but I have my comedians that I like. I
Yeah.
mean, I love Burr.
Yeah.
I love I don't know, old school Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I mean, but cut the perviness out. Bill Cosby himself was probably the Bible,
Oh,
of clean
Bill
comedy.
Cosby's, yeah.
I never got into Bill Cosby. I was too late. Like I found a cassette with Eddie
was-
Murphy and Richard Pryor
See,
and
I could never listen to
Dice.
Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor with like my grandma, but
Yeah.
we could definitely listen to Bill Cosby's stand up together.
Yeah, that was I'd say that was the Bible for clean comedy. But behind take all that personal shit out. But
yeah, you guys separated the
Um,
art from the dude.
What?
You gotta separate the art from the guy.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We were talking
Dice
about that
is
earlier.
Dice was the day that laughter died. I
I
love
need
that.
to listen to
What,
that. I
Andrew Dice
haven't.
Clay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's made. I heard he's doing another one. The day
Yeah.
that laughter died.
Yeah,
I
he-
like.
he's
See,
a-
like
he's a good
how
actor,
you're a
too.
nerd with comedy, I'm
Yeah.
a nerd with radio. So I'm on the
Yeah, we
complete
had a
opposite
we had a
spectrum.
few
There's a huge
conversations about that.
intersect there.
Yeah.
All right, so who's your favorite radio guy or podcast? Well, no, not podcast. Radio. Let's keep it traditional. You like?
See, I started with Don and Mike. Was the first talk radio
Yeah.
guy. Yes. Yeah. And then
Blind Brian was just freaking out over that.
yeah,
one.
and then Obi and Anthony,
Yeah.
and then Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
One of their producers is a local guy.
Really?
Former producers, yeah.
Ron and Fez?
Yeah, Brian Carruthers, Giant Brian.
Okay.
He's in Pittsburgh now. He does real estate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
he was their producer for a while.
Damn, that's what's up, man. Let's see, who else? There was Adam Carolla.
Yeah.
He's actually influenced my comedy a lot. The way I
Really?
think. Yeah, 100%.
All right. How so?
He's like, he's actually changed the way I thought in terms of metaphors. He's really good at metaphors,
All right.
like excellent.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think these radio guys are some of the best comedic minds ever.
Oh, sure.
The fact that they come out every day with a new show
Yeah.
and have like these new bits.
It's a lot of work.
It's great. Like
Yeah.
you could say I'm not a fan of Howard Stern.
Yeah.
I used to a little before my time, but Howard Stern, Opie and Anthony,
Yeah.
Ron and Fez, one of the best comedic minds of all time. Honestly, it's the fact that they've made me laugh out loud, and they're not practicing their bits. It's just off the cuff.
Right
it's,
on.
It's great. It's talent.
Yeah.
Like I always wanted to be like a producer
Yeah.
for one of them, but yeah,
That'd be awesome.
yeah.
All right, so you have a favorite local Pittsburgh open mic?
Open mic.
Yeah,
That's still around?
Yeah, well,
I'll say mine. I
right.
love Pub Underground.
All right, and one that's still around. I loved Pub Underground. It was a great show. The blend of you and Joe Marshy was unexpectedly worked very well.
Yeah. Shout out to Joe.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ham Bones is pretty good.
Monday or Thursday?
What else is there?
There's a ton of them.
I love seeing. I like Comics Anonymous.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just like the openness of that.
Where are they doing Comics Anonymous?
I don't know, man. I haven't
all
been
right.
doing comedy for about a month. Stand
Right
up for a month.
Yeah.
But I like openness. I like the fact I can go there and just not try to be funny
Yeah.
and just try to find the joke
Yeah.
and just riff for about like maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes
Right on.
on something.
I think the set up punch. I mean, it's not necessary and it's not for everybody. I like to tell a weird story and just see how people react.
See, that's
to the
why
weirdness of
you
it.
you have this weird talent, like where you learn. Like I saw you like earlier in your career, where you picked up this talent that's really hard to do when you first start off. Is make the crowd listen to you and make them stop and like think. Like I always remember this one joke you told. It's about how your mother was abused or something with a belt.
Yeah, sure.
And like you made the audience like just pause and just listen hard, and then you didn't have a punchline. You're like, well, that's it. It was just such a hard skill. Like when I first started, I guess I was very afraid of big crowds.
Oh yeah.
So all my jokes were like 2-second setups and then punch. I try to find the punchline as soon as possible.
I mean, but that works,
yeah, but it doesn't get a chance for them to know who I am. I'm still a little afraid of crowds for the most part.
Oh, I'm terrified.
So, like, if I don't have a laugh in about, 2-3 minutes, I am dying for, like, no, just like if I don't try to get that punchline. If my setup is really long, I panic and I try to go into the punchline as soon as possible. Which doesn't make you a strong comedian. Sorry, this is boring for comedians or non-comedians, but
I don't know. I mean, I guess as a show, there are people that are interested in it. I mean, we're gonna have other. I know mostly comedians. I love that. Life is depressing. Who wants to tell a Hitler joke like I do sometimes? But you can't just walk into any room and tell a joke like that. You got to find people that are like, all right, we can handle this.
Yeah.
And those are comedians.
Yeah. And I just like the philosophy of, jokes and like just people's mind and learning. Like when you listen to a comedian, you're learning how they view the world.
Sure.
Even though this sounds so pretentious.
All right.
But it's just fun to hear people's viewpoint of the world.
Yeah, sure. And a lot of times it's probably not too different from yours, or if it is, it's one you. What do you think about it? You ever find a viewpoint that you've never heard before?
Yeah, I do. Well, my favorite thing to do is to find a viewpoint that no one else has, and then give reason why I view that way.
Right on.
Like, I don't know. I can't think of a controversial one.
Sorry.
But, yeah, just doing that and just try to figure out, like, this is why I think that, I don't know, albinos are the superior race. Something like that.
Do you spend a considerable amount of time thinking about albinos?
Yeah, I actually do. I mean, not more than the average person.
That's cool. What you don't know? What takes your mind there? I never think of albinos unless somebody
else.
Dude,
they're everywhere. They're in all aspects of life.
Albino?
Like they're in, yeah, man.
Are you just talking about all white people?
No, I've seen albino deer.
Oh, all right. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Name one species that doesn't have an albino.
All right. I can't think of one.
You can't name one.
No, I can't think of one. Wait, dinosaurs. Were there albino dinosaurs?
We can't tell. We can't
tell.
We can't tell how.
We only have their bones.
Skin, yeah. So it's just strange.
All right. Why not?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, so what'd you think about that opening song?
Do you guys ever guess this?
Yeah. Well, I try to. I forget everyone. I'm trying to keep a consistency with everything, but sometimes things slip my mind.
I thought it was good. It was missing one thing though.
What's it missing?
I don't know. I think you should put out a remix or something.
All right.
Like maybe like a little like rap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, next year I'll ask him if they'll
you should.
Broctopus.
Yeah. Octopus.
Broctopus.
Who's that?
That's the band.
Oh, it's the band. Yeah, you should.
Yeah. So how do you you're from out of town? You're setting up roots in Pittsburgh. How do you the comedy scene, the art scene, the music scene? How do you feel about it? Is it a fun city?
Yeah, it's fun. It's really great to be on the cusp of a scene that's growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to find my mark in it and still trying to make a difference. I think I did a little bit with the open mic, a tiny bit.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I know who you are. A lot of other people do. You're out there doing your thing. I mean, but you're throwing in a lot of other stuff and keep it diverse.
Yeah. But I think right now I'm trying to focus on building these skills and building a name for myself.
I think that's great, man. You got any upcoming shows?
Or
any upcoming anything you want to plugs?
I got the sketch show coming up.
All right.
I believe that is August. Not really familiar with the date. I think it's like August 8th or something like that.
All right. You know the time and place?
Yeah, it's at Sketch City. Still City Improv. So it's either the 4th, 11th, or 18th.
All right.
Sketch show. Working on a play that should be coming.
Do you know when it'll go on, or
no? I don't even have it written fully.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do. I got so much. I sound like a blowhard.
Whatever.
I'm trying to do a stand-up special. Trying to record it.
Right on.
So definitely writing for that. Trying to get some openers. So let me know if you want to open for me.
Yeah, I would love to open for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I go out there and say some real weird stuff.
Yeah. Trying to do it online. Don't try to say something weird. Just be funny.
Oh yeah.
Well,
That's me.
Doing an online show. Trying to get that going on.
What's an online show? Where you
just a YouTube series.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Have you written it yet? Do you know what it's about?
I don't want to say yet.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. And I got a podcast upgrade/downgrade on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, everywhere.
Awesome. Do you have an Instagram or a tweet?
I have a website.
All right, let's
I got DericBrown.com.
Yeah.
That's DERIC, brown like the color of my skin.
Awesome.
.com. I got that. iTunes. Not iTunes, but Instagram, Deric Brown.
Right on.
So just Deric Brown across the board. Should be able to find me. DERIC.
Awesome. Well, I vouch for you as a funny stand-up, and I look forward to seeing your plays, man. And
yeah, man.
Thank you for coming on. It's been fun and easy.
Thanks. I love the show. I was a big fan.
Thanks, man.
All right. Bye.
Thank you.